victimizing. They were the tyrants. You know, they were the ones walking around with super proud looks.
And he was a tyrant.
Yeah, and the Most High says one of the main things he hates is somebody that walks around with a proud look. And that dude used to be beaming with pride. He had his nose stuck way up in the air. And the Most High hates that. Matter of fact, I just want to read this real quick before I continue in Ephesians. This is the book of Isaiah 65. And this is talking about you, Yashawan, and the rest of them flunkies. It says, this is Isaiah 65 and 2. I have spread out my hand all the day unto a rebellious people, which walketh in a way that was not good, after their own thoughts. A people that provoketh me to anger continually to my face, that sacrificeth in gardens and burneth incense upon altars of brick.
Yeah, after, you mentioned after their own thoughts. That central command, that wasn't after the scriptures. That was after man's thoughts. And in those days of the central command, beginning with Elder Tar, we knew it was all bullshit. There was a time we actually avoided the school, man. We was teaching this one guy up in the Bronx. His name was David. You know, he's a cool guy. And we used to set up our tables, oil tables, and sell oils. And we taught many a person on those oil tables. There was a time when we were teaching this guy, David, and he wanted to come to the school at that time. We told him, no, man, you don't want to go to that school. He said, look, if you want to learn the truth, we'll teach you here on the tables. So we knew in those days, the point is, we knew in those days that school was a den of iniquity at that time, man.
Yep.
And it's because of guys like you, Yashawan. You was all up in it, man. You was all part of that central command bullshit. Now you trying to deny it. Now you're trying to play that innocent babe in the woods role.
Yeah. That victim.
I'm the victim role.
After you done rip brothers off. Matter of fact, Elder Gabar, you had to bring that out because you ran across into him in.
Years ago on 86th Street. Because like I said, we used to sell oils on the table. I was out there on 86th Street in Manhattan, and you passed by the table, Yashawan, and you asked me, "Why you hate me, brother? Why you hate me?" And I said, "Why I hate you?" I said, "I hate you because you're a blasphemer." Then you started talking shit. You know, basically, I don't remember all the shit you were saying, but there was this. You made a statement. Well, I said to you, I said, "Well, what about all them guys that you ripped off?" And you said to me, "Did I rip you off, brother? Did I rip you off?" Admitting that you ripped off those brothers.
Right.
And I said, "Look, if you rip them brothers off, you rip me off." Right. And then you walked away. And then the Lord had this. I didn't realize it then, but you know, I mentioned it to Elder Tahar. I also mentioned it to Elder Ramlab. And the Lord had this roughhouse Jake there. He was standing there by that hot dog stand, and he said, "I like what you said, man." And I was like, "Well, what did I say?" He said to me, "When you said that you ripped them brothers off, that Yashawan, you also ripped, you ripped myself off, you know." And he walked away, you know. But that just shows you, man, that if you would have tried to do something, Yashua, the Lord probably would have had that dude jumped on you, man. You know. Basically, you know, you're full of shit, Yashawan, basically. Yeah. And you know you're full of shit. You're only set up to deceive the weak, man. Deceive the weak-minded.
Yeah, that's right. And then they asked him if he was a Christian, and he basically said, "No, I'm not a Christian." Well, you teaching the same shit that the Christians teach. The Christians have been teaching for ages that the law's done away with. The Christians have been teaching for ages that all nations can be saved. So all the shit that you're teaching is the same shit that them people are teaching. And it says here, back in Isaiah 65 and 4, "Which remain among the graves and lodge in the monuments, which eat swine's flesh, and broth of abominable things is in their vessels, which say, Stand by thyself, come not near to me, for I am holier than thou." And that was the air that you had about you back then. You know? And I keep saying this because it's true, man. You all that wickedness you did, and now you trying to play the victim? What kind of bullshit is that, man? You trying to make these people believe that you were the one that was victimized back then, and you were the one doing all the victimizing. You got some goddamn nerve, man. The Most High he's gonna move on you, man. He's gonna move on you. He's gonna move on you.
The Most High is setting up all you crabs to come out of that bucket so the Most High can manifest you then destroy you. Yashawan, I'm looking dead in the camera, man. I'm not wearing no glasses. I'm damn sure not wearing no sunglasses like you. You hiding your motherfucking eyes. Give me Matthew 6. You hiding your goddamn eyes, man. Next time you do a video, man, show your face, man. Show you yourself moving and shit. You got a still picture. What, you guys can't afford a camera and shit? You got a still picture. You know, sitting there. Lahab had some picture of Tahiti, some goddamn a sun going up, man. That shows there's something wicked about you guys, man. You can't show yourself, and then they got a picture of you, and you wearing shades, man. You can't see your eyes. The man with no eyes, drag line. That's the black drag line, man. But the Most High is going to destroy you, man, for coming up humble. And Lahab came the same way. Shalom, this is Brother Lahab. But first of all, Lahab back in the day said, okay, troop, first of all, okay, we are your masters, okay? We are your generals. Okay, look, troop, okay, troop. But now all of a sudden he's a brother? Give me a damn break. And you come in the same way, you black snake. All right, go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 6, verse 22. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness.
You got them shades covering your eyes, and you got a still picture of yourself. Then you got a picture of yourself. It look like you in a goddamn barbershop. I don't know, maybe it's your personal demon room that you pray to them demons. And then when you look at the floor is has a Masonic pattern, black and white pattern. You cross your legs. You got your hand up like Malcolm X. You got the two fingers you got the two right to the temple. You got the two fingers on your right hand down, which is a sign of Semiramis and Tammuz, baby Tammuz. So you another one that was set up because Comfy failed. Johanna failed. Bubble Eye Blackfish failed. Now they got your ass, and your ass is so weak. I give General Johanna credit. He battled with us, man. I mean, now he's hiding and shit, but he battled with us. And he came up and made counter videos, mentioned my name. You still putting up not like I said. When you go to this guy's video, if you don't call him, oh great Yashawan, if you say anything negative about him, or cut him with his doctrine, he gonna take your comments down. And then if you keep putting up comments, he's gonna put comment. Now most of his videos now is comment pending approval, or he might block you, or he might let the comment go up. And then if he don't like the comment, he'll bring the comment down, and then he'll block you. Because there's a lot of guys that have been telling me that, oh, this motherfucker blocked me. Oh, this nigga just blocked me. Oh, this nigga just took my comment down. So if you so bold into that bullshit that you believe in, why don't you come straight, man? Why don't you come straight? You talk about you went into school and you had this doctrine, and then you were sitting up on the podium, and then you got off the podium to be with the young brothers, and we cried, man. We cried. You know this guy Comfy cried. Comfy had that pinstripe gangster suit on with a goddamn Dick Tracy hat, and he started crying. See, when you cry, niggas, you know, they fall, they melt like butter when you cry to them, man. Preachers do that, pastors do that. They did that with this guy Eddie Long. After they totally, you know, humiliated him, they got this so-called Jew, got 4 other niggas to put him in a damn chair and pick him up and said, yes, Eddie, you're a king now. You're a king. No one can say anything bad at you. And then he's up there. I don't know if we can get that video. If we can get it, you'll see it. He's up there with his head down, acting like he's all humble. And then the so-called Jew had a big, gigantic Torah. Eddie Long, you're a king. No one can condemn you now. What are you going to do? You going to do that now? Are you going to call yourself humble King Yashawan? Why don't you speak about them sack days, man? Why don't you speak about Motar? Why don't you speak about your brother dropping dead because he committed adultery with Bayana. Why don't you speak about that? Why don't you speak about the time when y'all took it was the Central Command that gave the order